Hey there, everyone. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating financial tool called options. If you've ever wondered how investors can protect themselves or even make money when prices go up or down, this video is for you. We'll break down the different types of options, explain when to exercise them, and give you simple examples to help you understand. Let's dive in. So, what exactly are options? Simply put, an option is a financial contract that gives you the right but not the obligation to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price before a specific date. Think of it as making a reservation for a ticket or a hotel room. You can choose whether or not to use it based on what happens next. There are two main types of options: call options and put options. If one expects the market to rise, that is, bullish, he shall buy a call option. If one expects the market to fall, that is, bearish, he shall buy a put option. Let's break them down one by one and understand when you might want to exercise them. A call option gives you the right to buy an asset at a set price within a certain time frame. Imagine you're eyeing a video game that costs $50, but you're not sure if you should buy it now or later. You could buy a call option for $5 that lets you lock in the $50 price for the next month. Now, here's the key part. You would exercise your call option if the game's price goes above $50, say to $70. This way, you can buy it at the lower price of $50, saving $20. But if the price drops to $40, you wouldn't exercise the option because it's cheaper to just buy it at the current market price. You'd let the option expire and only lose the $5 premium. On the other hand, a put option gives you the right to sell an asset at a predetermined price. Imagine you own a collectible card worth $100, but you're worried its value might drop. You can buy a put option for $5 that lets you sell the card for $100 anytime within the next month. You'd exercise your put option if the card's value falls below $100, say to $60, allowing you to sell it at the higher price of $100 and avoid a $40 loss. But if the card's value stays above $100, you wouldn't exercise the option. You'd let it expire and only lose the $5 premium. Investors use options to manage risk or to speculate on price movements. For example, if they believe a stock's price will rise, they might buy a call option to profit from the increase. If the stock price does go up, they'll exercise the option to buy at the lower price. Conversely, if they expect the price to fall, they might buy a put option to protect themselves or profit from the decline. They'll exercise the put option if the stock price drops, selling at the higher strike price. Options can be a powerful tool in finance, but they require careful timing and strategy. Let's take a real-life example. Suppose you believe that the stock of a company, ABC Corp., currently trading at $100 per share, will go up in the next 3 months. You buy a call option with a strike price of $105 for $2 per share, and it expires in 3 months. If the stock rises to $120, you'll exercise your option to buy the stock at $105, then sell it at $120, making a $13 profit per share after subtracting the $2 premium. But if the stock stays below $105, you wouldn't exercise the option. You'd let it expire and only lose the $2 premium. In summary, options are versatile tools in finance, giving you the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell assets at a set price. You exercise a call option when the market price is higher than your strike price, and you exercise a put option when the market price is lower than your strike price. Whether you're looking to protect your investments or take advantage of market movements, understanding options can be a game changer. Just remember, while options offer opportunities, they also come with risks, so always plan your moves carefully. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more easy-to-understand lessons on finance and investing. See you in the next video.